Offensively, first of all, I think we got to do a better job as a coaching staff of getting us in the right stuff. They made some changes in the offseason. I think we got a little too schemy with what we were expecting from them and got some other stuff from them. They did a really good job. So we got to do a better job as a coaching staff. We got to get the snap issue fixed. That cost us quite a few plays. I think we made some bad decisions. And above all else, to fix it, we got to practice well. And I know I sound like a broken record on that, but I'm sure you could tell last week I was pretty pleased with defense on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Offense wasn't anywhere near our standard. You play how you practice. You're not going to all of a sudden show up and play well on Saturday if you didn't execute things on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Good thing is I think we got their ear on that, and today looked really good for our first day with the new game plan. So, offensively, I got a ton of confidence in our coaching staff. These guys that I have on offense have done an unbelievable job for a lot of years, putting a lot of points and yards up. I think they'll find a way. But we got to practice better, and we got a good start on that this week.
Scott, was there any, I don't know if you thought about why your team maybe was a little bit, didn't have great practices early last week? Did you get to the reason?
I don't know that for sure. I don't know if we were too relaxed. It starts with our quarterback. He's got to be the hardest working guy at practice. I love the kid. He's an unbelievable player. He's going to have a great year. But he didn't have his best day, or he didn't have his best week of practice. Same with several of our other leaders on offense. And I'll ride with these guys. I know what kind of players they are and what kind of players they can be. But I don't know if it was us feeling ourselves a little bit, or if it was school starting and us being distracted. I think the coaches, as a coaching staff, we put a little too much new in that might have made them think rather than just play fast like we've been seeing all camp. So, like I said, that game offensively is either going to be a harbinger of things to come for this season, or we're going to look back on it as the best thing that ever happened to us because it was a learning experience. And we got to practice and coach in a way to make it the latter.
Adrian made a comment almost identical about you play like you practice just before you came up. How did he sort of respond over the last 2 days since Saturday as a leader and as a captain?
He responded today. He operated faster. He operated cleaner. When he takes off running, I want to see an I-back in a quarterback uniform. And that's what he can be and what he should be. And I saw that today. So we put him in some bad spots schematically Saturday. That was our fault as coaches. We put him in some bad spots, not being able to get his eyes where they should have been because he was jumping for a bunch of snaps. Those are things we can get fixed. And I think if we give him a good environment, you're going to see the Adrian that we all know and expect.
How do you manage that safety spot this week with Deontay's situation unknown?
Yeah, Deontay's unknown right now. Good thing is we had several guys come in and play well at that position. Cam Taylor also played well and is capable of playing that position. We're going to have to wait and see on Deontay, but I think our better depth this year compared to last year will help us out in case anything like that happens.
We've got a snapping issue that's consistently in the same spot high. Is it mechanical? Did it look like the player was excited to you, or how do you get that?
I think with Cam, it was a matter of not getting reps. He missed quite a bit of training camp, and I suppose it's like shooting free throws or any other athletic movement. If you've done it a million times, it's second nature, and we're certainly going to be taking a look at it and working on it. But I've personally never been a center, so that's one area of football I don't know a whole lot about.
Zach, your players have been pretty upfront about they don't care a whole lot for Colorado. You guys aren't even conference mates anymore, but they thought they should have won last year's game. Adrian got hurt. You good with that, and does that start at the top?
People are going to make a lot of that stuff. It was a good game last year. I don't think we played real well, so if our players feel like we should have won, that's the way they should feel. I know there's been a lot of really tough games and a heated rivalry between Nebraska and Colorado. The stuff that happened last year, that was a different coaching staff, a different team. that doesn't have anything to do with this. I'm not crazy about using those types of things as motivation for our team. We should have motivation enough. Got a lot of respect for a lot of their players that played well on this field last year. They got a new coaching staff that has proven itself and do a really good job. So this year's different. This team's different. Their coaching staff's different. Their team's different. But I think anytime Nebraska plays Colorado, there's going to be a little more juice on both sides.
What are you expecting to see as far as Nebraska fans going out there? People have been talking about making this trip for a couple of years now. Can that be a lift for you guys in that stadium?
We'll see what ends up happening. I've read a couple articles. I don't pay too much attention to it. I know our fans travel well, and I know Nebraska will never have an issue trying to keep Nebraska fans to hold on to their tickets for games. And I'm grateful to Nebraska fans that that's something we never have to think about.
How much do you think Dietrich Mills will get to learn from this first game, and how much better do you think he can get because of it?
Yeah, Dietrich ran hard. He played hard. Had a really good run on the play. He ended up fumbling. We didn't give him a lot of holes to run through early. There was one or two cuts when he knows the details of things that I think he'll make that he didn't yesterday. But I feel great about him going forward. Again, he's indicative of a lot of guys. I saw a lot of really good things happening in camp, and I didn't see many of them on Saturday. So we got to practice better and come out and execute better.
When Maurice got in the game, was the yardage went up, the rushing yardage, was it noticeable how much he gives you guys, especially on the edge of the field?
No, I just think he's a pretty good player, number one, and number two, they were really packing the box. Said that after the game, but watching the tape, you can really see it. I'm not sure we were in the right stuff to take advantage of it. Mo has the quickness and elusiveness sometimes to bounce them and get outside and make somebody miss and outrun some people. So he was able to make a couple plays. But Dietrich's capable of doing that too, and we have other backs that are. So we just got to do a better job as a coaching staff.
Scott, what do you know about their new head coach, Mel Tucker, out of Colorado?
No, Mel. I think he's done a really good job wherever he's been. They executed pretty well last Saturday, so he's done a good job going in there and getting a new team ready to play. We went through that last year. We know how hard that is when you're installing new things and doing different things. So a lot of respect for him and looking forward to the competition.
Scott, how much value is there in having a game under your guys' belt going into this game as opposed to what happened last year?
Yeah, it certainly helps. I'm glad we didn't go into a game with Colorado and play the way we played Saturday, at least on one side of the ball. Hopefully we're able to work some of those kinks out and fix some of the problems, and I think it'll give us a chance at least to play a lot better in the Colorado game than we did a year ago.
Where does Chenault kind of stack up as far as guys, offensive weapons that you've seen or gone against?
Yeah, he had a great game here last year. He's big, strong, and fast, can block, can run, can catch. He's one of the better receivers that I've coached against, so we got our hands full with him.
How much has Jack Stoll and Austin Allen, how much have they just grown in their abilities as pass receiving weapons and what you can do with them?
Yeah. Tight ends, actually, I thought played pretty well Saturday. A couple plays here and there, but those two guys both played a pretty high level. Both of them look faster this year. I think both of them are more comfortable in the offense, and hopefully we can utilize those guys a lot more than we did a year ago.
Is there anything on tape from your defense that maybe you don't notice because you're calling plays during the game that jumped out at you when you watched Saturday night?
We usually chart assignments, how many errors we have, whether guys are doing things right, also chart effort. It was hard to find a guy taking a play off or loafing on Saturday. So if I had to pick something that stood out, those guys did what we asked them to, came out and played fast and hard. They're going to have to play even better this week. This is a pretty good offense we're going up against.
Your wide receivers, is there anything that they were doing that was having a hard time getting open on Saturday?
No, actually, I think we had some guys open. Sometimes the snap was bad. Sometimes we didn't throw to the right guy. Sometimes he didn't have time. We only got 66 offensive plays, I think, on Saturday, which is way below our norm. Didn't do well on first down, so we weren't in a rhythm ever, felt like offensively. those guys need to play better too, but I don't think it was a lack of having guys open. We just didn't execute very well.
Scott, how much does that lack or the lack of plays, just number of plays that he had, especially in the second half, contribute to your rhythm on offense and just getting things going in different areas?
Well, we want to be on the field with our offense. We made the defense play too many snaps, but I don't care what happens. You know, we're lucky the defense scored and started the third quarter. We're lucky special teams scored at the start of the third quarter. And it doesn't matter. When your number gets called, you got to be ready. And you know, we didn't go out on the field until I think 6-minute mark or something in the third quarter. That doesn't matter. Those guys need to be hungry and go out and execute and play fast. You certainly want to be on the field as an offensive player, and we weren't out there as much as we usually are, but we got to execute and operate anyway.
Scott, what's your memory of playing on Boulder, Buffalo, Ralphie, the altitude? What are your memories of those games?
I think it's a good scene for college football. You know, it's a pretty scene. There's a lot of pageantry around it, particularly when it involves Nebraska and Colorado. Played there once as a player. I think I've coached there 3 times, at Kansas State and at Oregon twice. So I'm pretty used to it and comfortable with it. It's a fun place to play.
Scott, Fontenot, the running back, we know about Montez and Chanel, but what does the running back bring to Colorado to kind of another dimension?
Yeah, I think he's going to make them better. He's a good all-around player, runs hard. He can make you pay and create some big plays. I'm not surprised they put up a bunch of points Saturday with the weapons that they have. And like I said, our defense has to be ready for a good challenge.
Through all your trips to Colorado, have you seen the altitude be a factor? Is that more just kind of a storyline that media plays up a lot?
I don't remember it at all when I played. And I don't remember any of our kids talking about it when they played. I think, you know, listening to our guys talk, I think it has more effect on you the second or third day that you're in a place. Our kids are in good shape. We're not even going to really address it. We're going to go out and play.
Yeah, any compliments to Dylan and the job he did take on Saturday? Is very close. Like, is there a chance?
Well, you know, we don't talk about injuries, so good try. Dylan did a good job for the most part Saturday. Thought his kickoffs were good, converted all the PATs. Obviously would have liked to seen the field goal made before half. If he's the guy on Saturday, then we got a lot of faith in him.
When he got kind of partially blocked, is he not coming at it fast enough, or was the snap not getting fast?
I haven't asked Javon on the snap and get off time for sure. The kick looked a little bit low, and you know, he's a new kid, fresh out of high school and thrown into that situation, but he'll have a week to work and be ready in case he's the guy.
Coach?
Did you pull Adrian aside maybe on Sunday and just talk to him directly, or do you kind of let Verduzco handle that, or do you kind of, you know, put your 2 cents in there?
No, anytime there's a message to get one of the players, they're probably going to get it twice. They're probably going to get it from me and the position coach, maybe a coordinator too. And you know, I'll ride with Adrian anytime. My opinion of him hasn't changed. My opinion of how great a football player he is hasn't changed. We just need to make sure we're prepared, and we need to take advantage of opportunities by executing at a fast pace and a consistent rate. And I don't think the entire offense did it Saturday, him included.
It's safe to say he got the message 3 times.
I'd say he got it at least twice, but I don't really know if we had to even tell him. I think he's determined.
How was the way that you used Wandale representative of how you want to do that going forward? Was it limited because the play count was limited, or did you get him in everywhere you wanted?
There's quite a few guys I wish we could have got the ball to more, but we couldn't sustain drives. Didn't get a lot of our plays called on Saturday. Credit to them again. You know, when Wandale did get the ball, he did a great job. So we're going to keep looking for ways to get the ball in his hands.
All good.
Thanks, Scott.
Thanks.